Have you ever imagined how you can harness the power of your mind to do great things that you want to do this year? Now, here are questions people have asked us in the last couple of weeks, and I want to address some of those questions now as we look at the power of the mind to do great things. Like we say in our series, we say to do great things this year, you have to do it with a great purpose, a great mind, a great courage, a great energy, and a great persistent patience. And we're still on the great mind. How can I unlock the potential of my mind to do great things? Well, first, you have to challenge your current beliefs. Because if your current beliefs are not helping your mind to build up on how to do great things, then you have to challenge those common beliefs. Adopt practices like meditation, journaling, and visualization. Train your mind to think creatively. This might take a little bit of practice, but as long as you are open to that idea that you want to train your mind to think creatively, when you look at things, do you think about a better way of doing it each time? The brain is neuroplastic in nature. It can rewire itself according to the pattern of thinking you give every day. So if you continuously thinking about how to make things better, definitely at the end of the day, your brain will be rewired to always create new ideas or new ways to do things. So you are enhancing the capacity of your brain. So it's like a brain exercise you are doing. And this practice eventually becomes an habit in which every time you are met with limiting thoughts that you cannot do what you want to do, you practice that practice of thinking outside the box, thinking how possible it could be, will eventually become the pattern your brain adopts that to take care of such challenges each time they arise. So what are those habits? Like I mentioned, meditation. Have meditation at least, I would say at least a minimum of twice a day. In the morning when you wake up and in the evening before you go to bed. And if you can practice meditation 2 or more different times of the day, that's better too. People combine meditations with prayers, which is okay as well. What are you meditating upon? You are meditating upon what you want to do, the great things you want to do. You are meditating upon how it could be possible. And you are trying to condition your mind, condition your thoughts. I call it concentrated thoughts. Concentrate your thoughts on those issues that you feel they are important and concentrating less on those issues that are not important. Journaling also helps to shift your focus to positivity. And of course, I cannot underscore the aspect of always reading and learning new skills. This keeps your mind sharp and trains your mind to always be ready to take up new challenges. And you need to set clear goals and reflect on them every time you meditate. You meditate on them, you reflect on them every morning and every evening. And of course, you need to exercise exercise is not only for maintaining weight or for losing weight. Exercise boosts your energy because, like you said, like we talk about, you need great energy to do great things. Hi there. I just want to take a moment to shout out to you, our viewers. If you are not yet a subscriber, I want to appeal to you to hit the subscribe button now. This will enable us to continue to make videos like this just for you. My promise to you is this: if you are a subscriber and you put in the comment section the kind of topic or video you want, I will go ahead and do a research and make a video just for you. That's my promise to you. Enjoy the rest of the video. God bless. And this also boosts your brain function and reduces stress. How does visualization help? Well, visualization helps you to mentally rehearse the process of achieving great things, and it helps to train your brain to be able to focus on your desired outcome. One of the major issues people have, which people do not pay attention to, is our mind wanders a lot during the day. You know, you have a positive outcome you want, but your mind keeps bringing you to the past disappointments, to the past failures, to your incapabilities, you know, to your weaknesses. And you don't know, you know, just subconsciously your mind just goes to that because it has been registered at one time or the other in your mind, these failures, or something somebody said that is negative to your future, you know, and you keep thinking about it, or an event that happened earlier that day that was not pleasant. Your mind keeps flashing to that. So what you do when you visualize, especially during meditation, is you want to concentrate your mind on that positive outcome that you want. And throughout the day, you want to give like maybe 2 minutes every 1 hour. That's my recommendation. Every 1 hour, give it 2 minutes where you start thinking about your positive outcome and how it can be possible. This enhances the power of visualization. When you imagine yourself achieving your goals vividly, your brain eventually interprets it as real. Your subconscious mind interprets it as real and begins to direct your brain to produce neurons and neuron connections that will align your actions towards that thing that you're thinking about. A lot of sportsmen, athletes, and high achievers, they use this practice to be able to focus on enhancing their performance. The connection between positive thinking and success. Well, positive thinking fosters resilience and creativity and determination. So the thing is, it does not ignore your challenges because your challenges are still there. You know, the challenges of no money, the challenges of no help, the challenges of I cannot eat. I don't know how I'm going to eat my 3 square meals today. The challenges of your environment. You know, somebody oppressing you in your environment. People talking negative things at you every day. Those challenges are still there. But when you practice positive thinking, you kind of remove yourself at that point from that environment. So you might be in an abusive environment, and right inside that abusive environment, you are practicing positive thinking. You have at that moment cut yourself off from that abusive environment to concentrate on the thing that you want to achieve. And this is how you train your mind to focus on positive outcome, while still dealing with those challenges. And this kind of attract opportunities to you. You start seeing opportunities that you did not even see before. You will be able to overcome setbacks that you have, and you'll be able to align your goals more. You're able to align the opportunities you see more towards achieving your goals. How do you overcome negative thoughts and self-doubt? Well, negative thoughts are common to everybody. So, to both high achievers and non-achievers. So, we all have this challenge of negative thoughts. But what we want to do is to make sure that the negative thoughts play a lesser, occupy a lesser space. That is, don't give too much time to negative thoughts and self-doubt. In your mind, do not give too much time. So always remember this. What I do is I used to put it on my wall. I put it on my wall. So whenever I had negative thoughts and self-doubt, I put it on my wall to remind myself that it's a lie. It's a lie. So those negative thoughts and self-doubt is a lie. The lie of the devil, I call it. So once I realize that it's a lie, then right beside it, I put the positive thoughts and things I want to do and things I want to think about. I put it beside it. So I move from that lie to the truth, which is the outcome I desire. Okay? So I will say, do not discount negative thoughts. They're there. Self-doubt is there. Do not discount it. You have to recognize it. But you need to challenge it. Find a way to challenge it. If you can practice the way I do, that I call it a lie. So I call it a lie, and I just cancel. I just put a cross against it, and I put a positive mark on the outcome that I desire. And you can also always replace those negative thoughts or self-doubt with positive affirmation. Like, I'm capable. I can do all things through Christ that strengthens me. I can grow out of these negative thoughts. Those are affirmations that will help you to overcome those negative thoughts and self-doubt. And of course, surround yourself with positive-minded people. So, one of the things that affects a lot of people, and that's affected me, is you are in the environment of negative-minded people, and you don't know, because they are your friends, or they are people that you are used to. You like them, you love them. They could be family members, they could be friends, but it could be some people that you talk to almost every day. They are your pals. They are people that share your burden, but they have negative mindsets. Whenever you tell them about the things you want to do, they start telling you how it's not going to be possible. So, how do you handle all that? Because they are contributing more to your self-doubt. So, my advice, and this is what I do, is I reduce the time. So, there used to be friends I talked to almost every day. When I found out, I tried to influence them to think positively, but I found out they were not yielding. So I did not cut them off. I just reduced. Instead of speaking to them every day like I used to, I started speaking to them once a week. After a while, it becomes once in 2 weeks. After a while, it becomes just text. Hey, how are you? That's it. because I don't want to spend time. What you spend time on, it's very, very important. And your five senses, what you hear, is very, very important to how your subconscious mind grab things that are important, to you, and dump it on your brain to start producing neurons and neural connections to make it happen. So you have to find a way to surround yourself with positive influences, mentors that will lift you up. So practice mindfulness, that is, stay at the present state. So forget about the past. Forget about the past. When the past comes up, try to take it off your mind as fast as possible. The past could even be a good thing, maybe an achievement you have done. But once you have achieved it, it is not your potential anymore. You are going higher. Your today must be better than yesterday. Your tomorrow must be better than today. So you are going higher. So you quickly forget the achievements that, hey, I'm going double for that. I'm going double of that achievement. So don't let that past achievement slow you down. That can cause self-doubt as well. And that can increase your anxiety. So you have to practice mindfulness. Mindfulness helps you to stay in the present and look towards the future, and also helps you to reduce anxiety. Of course, meditation and mindfulness improve mental performance. Yes, it does. It improves your focus, it reduces your stress, and enhances your clarity. Especially when you go to a very quiet place to have meditation or mindfulness. Very quiet place where you separate yourself from everybody. Even if you cannot separate yourself, try to have a quiet place, maybe in your closet. And that's what I do. I try to have a quiet place in my closet. I try to have a quiet place in the toilet. And I try to have a quiet place in the bathroom as I shower. I try to concentrate my mind. I try to be mindful of myself and mindful of what I want to achieve as the water runs through my body. So those practices helps you to train your mind. Because, the most important thing is you want to give a pattern to your subconscious mind. You want to give a pattern to your subconscious mind, such that your subconscious mind will recognize that pattern and begin to direct your brain to align your actions to what you want to achieve. Okay? What role does belief play in achieving great things? Belief is the foundation. Is the foundation of all achievements. Because if you don't believe that you can achieve it, then you don't take the necessary actions towards it. But once you believe that you can achieve it, then you begin to take necessary actions towards it. So, for example, we want to do something great this year, So the first step for me is, I have to register a company in Delaware, because I'm looking at a very big company that could even go public. So I want to set the foundation right? So, and I put there, register in a state that is good for such big moves, and I said Delaware. And so I have to take the action to go and register the company in Delaware. So I'm registering an holding company, and I'm going to put all my other companies under these holding companies. So when you believe you begin to take actions aligned with what you want to achieve. Strong belief fosters confidence and determination. So when you believe, your confidence arises to the roof. Your self-image improves and you become more determined. So people say, oh, it's a self-fulfilling prophecy. Yes, a self-fulfilling prophecy works. Okay? And it helps. Self-fulfilling prophecy cause you to succeed. And you are more likely to succeed with that self-fulfilling prophecy because you are able to align your actions with your belief. How you program your subconscious mind for success? There are so many ways to program your subconscious mind. One of those we have discussed, earlier. Positive affirmation, so repeated positive statements in line with your belief, in line with what you want. Visualization, we discussed about that. You see yourself as succeeding. Having meditation and mindfulness. Visualize your goal. Visualize yourself achieving it. Visualize yourself what you are going to do after you have achieved it. Visualize the outcome. That's what we call faith. Faith is the substance of things hoped for and evidence of things not seen, right? So you want to make sure that you are always visualizing about your outcome, okay? Auto-suggest to yourself, to your subconscious mind. You can auto-suggest using vision boards, journaling, or having consistent reminders all around you, put things all around you that will always remind you of what is important, of your goal, of the positive outcome you want, and have a strategy to eliminate negative beliefs and self-doubt, just like I have discussed. You can adopt your own strategy. That's my strategy, but you can adopt your own strategy to be able to eliminate negative thoughts, negative influences. Once they come, being able to recognize that this is negative and being able to cancel it out right away. Those are very, very important. And of course, remember that we said surround yourself with the right mentors, be in the right community. The environment matters a lot. Then read the right books. Books are very powerful in helping to shape, to reprogram your subconscious mind towards success. Book suggestions. Well, over the past, I've read so many books. I made a goal this year that I'm going to be reading one book a week, and I've stayed with that goal. Actually, I said 2 books a week. I just reduced it to 1 book a week, but I'm still close to 2 books a week right now. And I mean, I usually say people should, if you are just starting, start with books like I would say get your finances right first. So I usually suggest go and read The Richest Man in Babylon. Get your, then you can read Rich Dad Poor Dad. Those things that helps you to get your finances in place, because as you go forward, you want to make sure that you are having the right financial education, right? Then you can read things like Think and Grow Rich, by Napoleon Hill, The Power of Positive Thinking, by Norman Vincent Peale, As a Man Thinketh, James Allen, Atomic Habits by James Clear, and the rest. I mean, there are a lot of resources on YouTube, TED Talks, take courses. The thing is this: when you set your mind to do great things, you will find resources, because as you do research on what resources you need, you'll find resources. And of course, these days, we have AI. So ChatGPT, Gemini and all that, they can give you the resources, because you will find the resources once you set your mind. The major thing is to make up your mind that you want to do great things this year, and you will do it. You'll find resources to do it. How do successful people think differently from others? Well, those are the things we have discussed. Successful people believe they can achieve it. There's nothing impossible for them to do. They focus on the opportunities rather than the obstacles. Focus on obstacles. We focus more on opportunities. Even though it might look impossible, but we still focus on them anyway. I rather focus on the possibility of a thing coming true than dwell on the impossibility of it. So, and this is what we call a growth mindset. So, rich people, we have a growth mindset, believing that we can improve every day. So what you think is impossible is because you don't know that it is possible. So with a growth mindset, eventually you'll find out enough evidence why that thing is possible. Okay? And of course, we learn to manage our doubts, our self-doubt, and those negative thoughts. We learn to manage it, have a strategy for it. You prioritize long goals over short-term gratification. Focus on the long term. Focus on the long term. We learn from failure. So you don't use failure to discourage you. Instead, learn from that failure and see how you can do it better. Start thinking about how you can do it better. What you already know that if you do it one way, it's likely to fail. So do it another way. Okay? And we learn from others. We learn from others. We learn from those that have succeeded. So you must be reading biographies of rich people. How did they do it? How did they make it? The thing is, a lot of rich people have their things written down. Everybody wants to write something to influence next generation. So they have something written down somewhere, because it's a calling of God that once you have achieved, you should teach others how to do it. So people have things written down somewhere, either in audio, in video, most especially in books. Find those books, and search AI. AI will tell you, and you can be able to surround yourself with positive-minded people. And stay tuned to our channel, of course. Subscribe, share, and comment what you want to do. We can also help you. We are here to help you to achieve your big, great thing this year. All right? Hope you got something. Thank you very much. I'll see you later. Bye.